Welcome to a side episode of Coffee Break Sports. I am your sports barista, Rod the Magnificent. Come on in into the break room. We got to talk about these Bears. And before I get into all that, hit the subscribe, hit the share button, and share it with your loved ones because I'm sure they will all love to hear this episode. Now, the last time I talked about the Bears, I had one of my highest view videos since I've been doing content on YouTube, and I'm not looking for that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not looking for thousands and millions of followers or this, that, and the other. I'm just doing this because I love having fun, talking about sports, talking about my favorite teams to root for. But unfortunately, the teams that I love to root for never show me the same type of love in return. They only send me heartache after heartache, and that is the case with these Chicago Bears. And I'm just going to get into a little bit of mini rant, and then I'm going to give you my pick on who I think is going to win this matchup. Now, the Patriots are coming into Soldier Field. It's going to be a huge matchup between Drake May and Caleb Williams, two of the 5 or 6 quarterbacks picked in the previous draft. Correct me in the comments if I got that wrong, but we got Drake May going up against Caleb Williams. And so far, Jaden Daniels is the front runner to winning Rookie of the Year, and he's even in the MVP conversation for most pundits out there. But then you have Bo Nix, who's been playing decent football, and many will argue that he's playing better than Caleb Williams. And then you have Drake May. He got out to a late start. He was put in the lineup to play later in the season. So we're going to see what this team is all about when they come into the building. Now, the Patriots, they are a team that's going to play you tooth and nail. They're not a trash team coming into Soldier Field. So Bears fans, don't think that this is going to be an easy get-right game for them. It is not a get-right game. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a team that has not beaten a competitive team since Eberflus has been under the helm at coach for the Chicago Bears. And here we have the Chicago Bears coming in as a favorite to beating the Patriots. The Bears are a 6-point favorite. How are they a 6-point favorite when this team can't even score points? They can't score points. Caleb Williams, 2 games in a row, no touchdowns. That's 3 games this season out of 8 where Caleb Williams has not thrown a single touchdown. And I hear the comments. I hear the people saying, oh, offensive line. If Caleb had an offensive line, he would play so much better. I get it. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, Joe Burrow didn't have an offensive line. He came up catch away. We all know the story to that Super Bowl. We all know what happened. Go back and look at it. I understand that Caleb fans are going to come to his defense and point the finger at the offensive line. Point the finger at Shane Waldron. Point the finger at Matt Eberflus, right? But eventually, there were times during that game against the Cardinals where Caleb Williams had wide open wide receivers, ladies and gentlemen, and he wasn't throwing to them. I don't think he has chemistry with DJ Moore because, honestly, if you want to go back in Bears history, you ain't got to go back that far. Last year, DJ Moore had mics in his face asking him about Justin Fields.
Well, I don't know. Y'all asked me that, last week? Somebody asked me that last week. I'm still like, bruh, where are y'all seeing this? Like, what makes him not the quarterback for the Chicago Bears right now? I get y'all got everybody coming out. It's like 2 of them. I don't think they better than Justin, so they cool.
He said that. And look at their chemistry. Against the Texans, he spazzes out on Caleb Williams. Walks to the sideline. No eye contact. They've only had 1 good game together, ladies and gentlemen. That was against the Panthers. Caleb keeps overthrowing them and underthrowing them on deep balls. Now, I agree with guys. Keenan Allen is starting to fade a little bit. He's washed up. I get it. Everybody's like, Keenan Allen's dropping passes left and right. He dropped a potential touchdown pass in the first game of the season. Rome Odunze, who his dad went to Twitter and was saying he was always open. And then when they looked up the analytics or the stats and everything or the film or whatever, they saw that he was open a whole bunch of times and Caleb didn't see him. And let me not start off with Cole Kmet. Why is Cole Kmet not being used in the offense? I saw him open on quite a few plays when I look back at the tape. And Caleb just didn't hit him. He went for the home run. And that's the problem with Caleb. Caleb tries to go for the home run. Caleb has the pressure of, I'm the number 1 pick. I'm looking over in Washington. and I see Jaden Daniels is out there kissing babies, throwing touchdowns, singing Kumbaya with Washington fans, got all the protection in the world. He's back there barbecuing, eating hot dogs, playing with pets, doing all types of things. And then the next thing you know, oh, here you go, Terry McLaurin, touchdown. I get it. Bears fans, I get it. But again, I'm going to continue on this platform to teach patience. I'm not going to sit here and say it's time to bench Caleb Williams. I even saw a comment in my previous video about a Bears rant, someone calling for Tyson Bagent. Listen, Bears fans, I've been a Bears fan for over 30 years. I am sick and tired of rooting for the backup quarterback. It's been a rerun. I've watched that rerun before. I don't want to go back. This is who y'all picked at number 1. Gut it out. Tyson Bagent, he'll have his success somewhere else. Or unless Caleb Williams get hurt and they put Tyson out there. This is what you have. You have to endure the struggle. That's what comes with having the first pick. Stop looking at the backup. The backup ain't the answer. Not with this lineup. Not with that coach. And Eberflus, who I felt shouldn't have not gotten this coaching job at all. And shouldn't have been kept after last season. Jim Harbaugh was right there in your hands. You had an offensive coordinator in Kingsbury in your midst. Now he's with the Washington Commanders as the offensive coordinator, and look what they're doing. Cooking it up, seasons, garlic powder, onion powder, slap your mama seasoning. That's what he's doing out there in Washington. And yet you guys want to continue to rant about the coach. I'm with you guys on the fire Eberflus train. I'm on the we should have never hired him train. That's where I'm at with Eberflus. So all of this stuff that's going on, I'm not surprised. This is going to be another situation similar to Trubisky, similar to Fields, where you had a coach that shouldn't have been their coach in the first place. That when you drafted that particular quarterback, and then you fire that coach, and now the quarterback has to learn under another coach. Whereas you have coaches like Bill Belichick, who had Tom Brady his whole career. You had Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes' coach, his whole career. Now you're going to have Pat Quinn, who's going to be Jaden Daniels' coach for the rest of his career, barring they start slumping and they fire Quinn. You got to get it right at the head coach first. That's enough of me ranting. I got the Bears winning this one with a side eye. With a side eye. They're a 6-point favorite. I got the Bears winning this one in a very low-scoring game, 17-14. Because until Caleb can prove to me that he can throw touchdowns and play with patience and not get gippy in the pocket, and until this offensive line gets it together, the Bears are going to struggle all year. I don't see this team beating anybody in our division. Oh, matter of fact, we got the Packers next week. We got the Vikings the week after that. We got Detroit coming up. I don't feel good, Bears fans. I don't feel good. 7-10 is creeping right around the corner. 6-11 is creeping right around the corner. 5-12 could possibly be creeping right around the corner. So have fun with that, Bears fans. We'll see what happens. I'm going to be watching the games with you. I want my Bears to win. I want Caleb Williams to be successful. I want Caleb Williams to win Rookie of the Year. This is not dry hating, ladies and gentlemen. I am a Bears fan. Just because I'm a Bears fan doesn't mean I can't complain about my quarterback, which I will. Y'all complained about Fields and was ready to throw us Field supporters off the bridge. I was ready, right? Now Caleb's not doing so well. And I'm not doing tit for tat here because I want Caleb to succeed. I want him to succeed because I want the Bears to win a championship. If he don't succeed, we don't win. I want him to win. We got to push him to win. He's got to be ready to lead this team. And until then, we'll see what happens. I am your sports barista, Rod the Magnificent. When it comes to coffee, when it comes to sports, stay grounded for life. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.